So today or tonight, whatever time it is for you, it's nighttime for me. But I've decided I'm gonna do this anyway because I was feeling it. I wanted to talk about pre-ordering figures because I obviously enjoy buying figures. I'm a figure obsessor, one might say. And there's a nice bit of thunder outside, so it's really relaxing. And I wanted to talk about the Vision. I've been really on the fence about this figure ever since it got pre-ordered, ever since it got announced last week, a week before. I can't remember at this point. I don't know where I am anymore. But I like Vision. I like Vision in the MCU. I like Paul Bettany. I'm glad that Paul Bettany has been getting a lot of work with the Vision. But I like Vision with his color, as you can see down here. I like his red and green kind of contrasting color and this beautiful like gold and red colored cape. I'm not sure how I feel about the white on Vision, and I think that's my biggest issue is the fact that he's white because it's the void of color. I think my biggest issue so far is the fact that we haven't really seen him do anything in a sense, other than that final episode of WandaVision. If you hadn't already seen it, there he is, obviously. But I've been really on the fence about this figure because I feel like I don't need a second Vision because I already have the one pre-ordered. But if we continue to look through these photos, we can continue to see more white Vision and how he looks, and I like it. I like the way it looks. I just don't like how non-colorful it is. And he'll probably play a nice role in the upcoming MCU, but at the same time, it just is. It's boring. I can't see it being on a shelf, other than maybe getting a stain on it. I can't really see it being a big pop out on a shelf. I'm a big fan of shelf pop outs, like Aquaman from the Aquaman movie, or like Iron Man's always a shelf popper. Like this is just like a. He looks like a pillow. It makes me want to fall asleep. But I like it. I like the way it looks. It is just a slightly different version of the other Vision, however, that they had just made. So this is probably an easy figure to make. Other than the head sculpt, I think everything else is the same as the last one that they just put out for pre-order. Other than this, I like the little horn thing. I wish that regular Vision got one so you can have them like, I guess, shooting each other in a sense, doing like the classic like two lasers going at each other, and one laser always gets more powerful because they do like the little body push, and everybody knows that classic laser on laser action. But like a pose like this, I love this thing. This thing looks fantastic. Uh, Except for the cape, kind of looks like they didn't know what to do with it, so they put it off to the side. I would get this figure solely to have him standing up against other Vision, and I feel like this is going to be an important figure. It's not going to sell very well originally, but it'll sell because Vision will play more of a role in the MCU most likely throughout the road. He'll probably show up in Doctor Strange 2 because obviously Scarlet Witch is in that, and he'll probably end up being in there a little bit more, obviously being White Vision, since it is just Vision. Um, like this. This is what I'm talking about with the I would like to have him up against the other Vision because I think that they would look really good together. But I just don't think it's worthwhile to have two Visions overall. Like this guy, big shelf popper. That's what a term I'm going to use from now on is shelf popper. Big shelf popper. I love the way it looks. The nice, beautiful colors. And I guess it's good that there's a contrast to the other one with its like chiseled face and very strict look compared to the kind of softer face of the previous Vision. But I like the way these two look together. But I'd much rather pose my Vision with Scarlet Witch, obviously, for their whole thing. Um, here's another photo of Vision in the library. Just another photo. It just kind of. I have the I also have the Marvel Legends Vision. Obviously, it's $220 less than this thing is. But the more I look, it's boring. Also, the Marvel Legends one's not like obviously I get sometimes a Black Series or a Marvel Legends compared to Hot Toys. Those things are like it, it's night and day. That thing's got a shower curtain for a cape. This thing has an actual cape. Um, but I can't see myself owning a Hot Toys Vision. But it still tempts me, and I'm not sure why it tempts me. And I guess it's I'm not sure what it is about him. I like Vision, but I don't know if I like Vision enough for two Visions. I'm trying not to get too many of the same character. Like I'll get two Iron Man, two Captain America, two Thors, but that's because they're like the main three. I'll have two Boba Fett's, but that's because no one was expecting Boba Fett to show up in Mando. I just kind of caught everyone off guard. But I'm trying to avoid too many of the same thing, and I feel like I might have to pass on this one solely because of limitations of space. But also, it's not. It doesn't have the presence that I want it to. Let's see if I can find a. Nope, just. The more it's just, yeah, I can't see this looking good. Not looking good. It looks good. I can't see it looking amazing. Like I could have it displayed, but it would just be the same as the other Vision. Just somebody dumped a bucket of white paint on it. These two are virtually the same image, just at the different angles. You can't trick me. I'm pretty sure they are the same image at different angles. Yeah, you can see by those little creases of the leg. This is. They tried, dude. They got us. They had us for a second there. This is nice. Again, I like the little head beam thing. It does look like a unicorn because of how short it is. It's like a unicorn using its magic on somebody. So that's kind of weird, but I guess if they made it any longer, it'd probably be weirder, like Pinocchio on his head, you know. I like this. I don't know if you could see my mouse because I don't know how well this is coming out. I like the arm gauntlets because it looks considerably less cream colored than the Marvel Legends one, which is like a heavy coffee cream color. These are much more mute of a color, so it's not as abrasive. But again, it's the only color that's like not white on this thing. Another action pose of him. I like that this thing has like a light up here, and it's got removable eyes to put in different eyes. Insane that how much this head is going to change. I do wish he had his little gaping open slightly mouth instead of like this like slightly like just this closed mouth here. But it's whatever. It probably looked dumb on a shelf anyway. Another flying pose of White Vision. Nothing really to say about that image. That's a good one. This is a good photo right here. I like this one. This would be. What's wrong with his? Oh, that's just his foot's down, because of the separate boot thing there at the bottom. I was confused. I thought it was broken there, but it's just his foot is down. But this would be a great pose to have it in if you had both. Most people are going to do like them looking at each other in the library kind of pose, that or like an insane action pose like this, because this looks really good. I wonder how strong the wire in the cape will be, and if you'll be able to actually do stuff like that, or you'll just be struggling and suffering. But this is a really, really nice pose for both of them. I like that Vision. I like that red on that Vision. I wish that they could make the Mind Stone on his head light up. I get that it'd be more difficult than the blue light because it's like the blue is flat, the Mind Stone's kind of sticking out. But I do wish that it could be done. This is the photo they use. This is a good photo. I like this one. It screams. This is that scene from the show. Remember this? We made it. Thank you. You're welcome. And I like this photo. This is another one I feel like people would try to display it in. I like the way it looks. I like everything about this photo. Again, I'm really on the fence with this vision because I don't think I need two visions, especially when they're identical with everything except for the head and the color. Like, at least I've got Iron Man, Mark whatever from Homecoming, right? And then I've ordered Mark 85, and those things are drastic night and day. Or Endgame Cap and the first Avengers movie Cap. Those things, they're drastically different. These things are the exact same. So I'm hoping that somebody like tries to sway my opinion one way or another. They're like, dumb figure. That's all I would need. I need to see somebody say this is a dumb figure in the comments or something, and that would sell me immediately on not getting it. That's all. I just need to hear one person say whether they like it or not, and it'll probably sway my opinion. But continuing on, there it is. There's Vision with the one of the sets of eyes and the little light up head, which is kind of worthless at this point. You could have made this like just do like the Transformers thing where there's a big gap in the back of his head with like lights and do the light piping and call it a day, you know? You could have made that like a clear plastic like Transformers eyes, and then just put a light near it and it'll reflect pretty well. It didn't really need to light up. The eyes look really nice though. Eyes always look really great. This suit overall looks solid. I like the zero pattern on it. It definitely speaks more. The suit definitely speaks more for itself than the colors do with the white here, because you can see more depth on the suit, where it makes its own natural shadow on it. Here's another one with the eyes, just at a different head angle. Excuse my yawn. But I like this head sculpt. You can kind of see where the head's probably gonna like come off right here for you to be able to change the eyes. You could see like the hollow gap there where it'll probably end up coming off. And I don't know where the battery, or I guess the face will come off to reveal like where the light up is. I feel like it's a worthless light up. I feel like it's not even worthwhile just for this little bit of blue right here. All that for a bit of blue. It probably could have saved a couple dollars had they not done it in general. It could have just been a shiny blue piece and people probably would not have cared. It doesn't scream, this needs to be light up. It'd be like if they made the little piece on Boba Fett's chest at the top left like light up just for that tiny little sliver of red light to blink. It could have saved people a few dollars. And then here's everything. I like his little Death Star style thing. This is just the Death Star design now. I like that. I don't know why this is Death Star design. Maybe that's what the chamber he was in looked like. That is a blue that is not definitely on this figure. Why is that there? Could you imagine if there was like this weird teal pattern? Not teal, it's like an aquamarine maybe. But you can see the difference in eyes here, where it's got like the real eyes, I think, and then these are like the robot eyes. Like the glazed over robot eyes. I like the fact that there are interchangeable eyes. That makes much more sense to me than the light up feature on the head. Very very limited accessories, obviously, because he doesn't really have much. The head beam is nice compared to the previous Vision, which I'm still hoping that they release the director's chair for. They showed an image of him in it. I'm hoping that we get it for some reason. Make up for the lack of head beam, you know. This is the exact same price as the other one, but the other one has less. Like this one has like the light up and the interchangeable eyes. The other one is just to the figure and then the hands, which are probably just like the same set of hands, fist hands, open hands, probably like slightly graspy hands. I can't remember off the top of my head. But overall, I'm still not 100% how I feel about this figure. Like, I like the figure, and I feel like it'll be a big city slammer later in the future, but it doesn't have like the necessary feeling of difference from the previous vision. Like, if you didn't get the previous vision and you had like the Age of Ultron vision, this would be great to have because they're kind of different. Because the Age of Ultron vision is slightly different than the one that they just released. It's much more scrawny, but this thing obviously much more beef housey. They made this one much bulkier than the previous vision. That way I can see because he'd had like 6-7 years to have that vision. But if you just pre-ordered the previous vision, they're going to be coming out around the same time. And I just don't feel like it's worthwhile to get this. But at the same time, I know that they probably won't release another one for a long while. I mean, they only ever released the Age of Ultron one, and Vision showed up in Civil War and Infinity War. But they just kind of, they only released the one. Um, Let me know how you feel about this Vision, and if you plan on picking it up at all. And yeah, I think that's it.